Alright, welcome back everybody. Listen, disclaimer. This video was not made with any malicious intentions in mind. This video was made for the sole purpose of educating our community and for making people aware so we can keep our children safe. Every woman's face you see in this video are women who were school teachers or school guidance counselors, worked in a school environment, who were brought up on charges of having sexual relations with our teenage children. We're talking about 13, 14, 15, 16 years old. Some of these stories behind some of these faces are grotesque, which I'll not get into those details. Some of these stories behind some of these faces are crazy. For instance, like getting caught in the act by police officers because they were pulled over on the side of a busy highway, going at it in the back seat of a car while cars fly by them at 70, 80 miles per hour on the highway. Some of these women are married women. They have their grown man, adult husband at home and their own children. And they go off to school to have sex in a Walmart parking lot, the grocery store parking lot, or behind some grocery store or some place wherever they can arrange to meet these children. Why I'm doing this is because we've had this conversation many a times on this channel about molestation, sexual abuse of our children, and almost 99.9% of the time, everybody's mind goes to men preying on young girls. And I've said it over and over and over again that our young boys are being preyed upon as well at an alarming rate. It is happening way more frequently than we would like to admit. And these women are just as predatory as those predatory men who we are so disgusted with. So, the purpose of this video is to enlighten, is to make aware, so that the next time you think of sexual predators among our children, you leave no stones unturned. You don't look past Auntie Jackie. You don't look past the school guidance counselor because it's a woman. You don't look past your son's English teacher because it's a woman. You don't look past the lady at the church because it's a woman. You don't look past women because they are doing the same things. We have a story here of the latest events which happened in December of 2023. But I want these faces to run so you get an idea, because when I say it on the channel in passing, in conversations, people take it lightly. And some people have even said to me, why don't you stop saying that? Because it never really happens. You have like one or two every now and then. Well, explain to me where I got this collage from, because I went and did my research and I found all these black faces popping up. Now, of course, typical behavior is to deny and deflect. So somebody is going to say, why didn't you put up all the white women that's been doing it? Because there's a lot of them. Well, I'm not trying to cater to the white community. I'm not trying to point out anything in the white community. I am trying to point out what's happening in the black community, because we are the ones who are still in denial that this is even happening. Matter of fact, I'll say it like this. I realize that sisters, a lot of them have an accountability issue, even in their day-to-day relationships. And you know what's really funny? These are the same women who will sit up there and they will see a man who is about 45, 50 years old, and he is dating a 25-year-old woman and two grown consenting adults with a age gap, of course, and they will call him Sugar Daddy and Predator and robbing the cradle and all that other demeaning, derogatory stuff. But they will take their 35-year-old self off to work in a school environment and go have sex with a 14 and 15-year-old boy behind the school or behind the grocery store that's down the street from the school. Every one of these faces have this in common. Now, let's get into our latest story that's been plaguing me. Okay, so this one is about a viral Monroe High School cheer coach who just bonded out of jail after being charged with sexual assault. It happens again. Okay, shout out to the Shade Room for this one. I've seen it covered on quite a few different news articles, but I'll take it from who I'm familiar with. So, viral Monroe Comprehensive High School cheer coach Adriana Williams. She was recently arrested and then she was released after being charged with 2 counts of sexual assault on Tuesday. Today is Saturday, so that was just a few days ago. That was like December 19th of 2023, sometime around then, right? And here's the story. Adriana Williams, she resigned from her position at the Monroe Comprehensive High School. Last week, she resigned from her position as economics teacher and chair coach at the high school following allegations that surfaced. This week, she was actually charged. See, she heard about the allegations and she started making plans like, whoops, they about to fire me anyway, so I might as well resign ahead of time, right? So and then after she did that, she was charged with sexual assault and she was released after she paid her bond or her bail money and got out. Now she will have a court case to fight and she's facing quite a bit of time behind bars. Lakeisha Bryant Bruce, the Director of Community Relations at the Dorothy County School System, released the following statement regarding her charges. According to WALB News, it says, the charges were filed as a result of an investigation into allegations of an inappropriate relationship with a student. Last week, Williams resigned from her position in lieu of termination by the Dorothy County Board of Education. She resigned before she got fired. If she didn't resign, she would have been fired. In lieu of termination. That's what that means. Now, what did she do to get arrested? Last Wednesday, social media was shook as pictures and video footage surfaced on the internet alleging that she was actually having a romantic relationship involvement with one of the high school students. Quickly, the rumors spread, which triggered an investigation. That drama about the Monroe chair coach is crazy. I loved her and the team's videos. OMG is what one person wrote on December 17, 2023 on Twitter. The following day, the DCSS revealed that they were investigating allegations of a possible inappropriate relationship between a teacher and a minor student. DCSS confirmed to Channel Action News 2 that it was a faculty member at MCHS, but they did not identify who it was at the time. Shortly after, Williams resigned from her position. DCSS initially addressed the situation in a statement saying, the district is investigating the allegations of a possibly inappropriate relationship between a Monroe Comprehensive High School teacher and student. While the district conducts its investigation, the teacher has been placed on administrative leave and has been instructed not to have any contact with any student nor any employee of the school. The district takes these types of accusations seriously and is committed to conducting a comprehensive and fair investigation. If any violation of the district policies or the law is uncovered, the district will take appropriate action. If Williams is found guilty, she is now facing up to 20 years on each count of the sexual assault, and she has 2 counts, so she is looking at 40 years prison time. We know she probably won't be doing 40 years, but she will probably be doing some time, right? Some of these women that I just showed you in this slide, they even got pregnant for the child, the 14, 15-year-old boy that they were boinking while having a husband at home. Now, who is Adriana Williams? According to her, according to LinkedIn profile, she has worked as a classroom teacher in the DCSS since 2017. Williams is also an influencer and a content creator on Instagram and TikTok, and she is pretty popular as well, doing very well as an influencer and content creator. Over the past 3 years, she has gained over 68,000 followers on TikTok and 126,000 followers on Instagram. So she was making money online. All her pages were monetized, and she was doing pretty good at doing that, as well as having a teaching position as the economics teacher and as the chair coach at the school. Now, over the years, many of her followers expressed their love for her content. Some of them were like, man, her content's dope. It's like a balance of life as an economics teacher and a chair coach while being a mom and a wife at the same time. Yeah, you got that right. A mom and a wife at the same time. But comes to school and finds a boy to get into it with. We don't even know if it's a boy or a girl, to be honest, because they have not said it. And I won't even put that in there, right? Because I'm not sure. And the way how the world's going nowadays, you just never know. All we know is that it's a student, and the student is described as a minor. Williams is best known for her Call All the Steppers viral sound, back to school rap videos, and her love and support to the Monroe High School cheerleaders she once coached. Well, I'm just going to stay close to this one because I want to see where this goes and what happens when it all comes crumbling down. Now, remember, I said this in the beginning. I'll say it at the end. Let's take it out like this. This video is no way meant to be something vindictive, meaning I didn't post people's pictures in this video out of being vindictive or trying to soil up someone's reputation. I went and I did my research. Most of these videos are most of these pictures used are mugshots, and it actually has the police department's mugshot department name on the pictures, which I cut off, and it also has a story with each individual. The one you saw crying in the video, she was apologizing after pleading guilty and accepting what she had done because she got caught. Another one that you saw crying in the pictures, she actually became pregnant from a 15-year-old that she had intercourse with, a student at the school where she was a teacher at. And she was in court crying, of course. So I'm telling you that the stories behind these are very real. See, funny thing is this. Before I go, as a father of teenagers, I get to go to school and I get to go to sporting events, and I am a very observant person, and I've told my audience this before. I watch everybody. So I am there watching these grown women stare these boys up and down. A lot of them go cock gazing. That's what we call it. You know, when it's sweatpants season, like some of these women say, and they're looking at these 15, 14-year-old boys' pants front, 17-year-old boys, the front of their pants to see if there's any dick prints and all that. And you can see it in their face. And some of them will be even brave enough to stare these boys like dead in their eyes as they pass them. We have to make eye contact. Some of these women, they're how should I say it? Their self-esteem is so low that they require to be looked at by a male at all times, and it's a booster to them when a man looks in their direction. So they're the type to walk around anyways, giving eye contact to every guy that comes their way or every guy that's an eye shot off them. It's the kind of woman that will never let a male pass. Ugly, pretty, good looking or not, whatever you want to call it, big, small, tall, fat, short, skinny, she's looking at every man that comes past. She just has that flirtatious spirit. She just has that kind of what we call a Jezebel spirit. You will see them at these events where children gather, like the high school events, wrestling events, football events, cheerleading events, basketball games, etc. You'll see those moms. They're there with their own children who are teenagers, but they're lusting after their children's friends and other teenagers that are there. And when some of the teenagers reciprocate by staring at them, it boosts their ego. Imagine being a grown woman who requires attention from a teenage boy to boost your ego. I'll leave this one right here. But remember, the problem with molestation and sexual abuse in our community, it's not a man against or going after young girls issue only. These women are in it, and they are active, and they are as predatory as these predatory men are. Wake up so you can protect these children. I'm out. Peace. Alright, my SouFLoTV audience, listen, I've been wondering for the longest, why has Jamaica not gone totally solar yet? After all, Jamaica has powerful sunshine all year round, and people are in darkness in certain areas, especially in rural areas, and they've been that way for decades, waiting on government to install street lights. Well, Soninka solar lights, these are commercial grade lights, perfect for rural areas, perfect for dark corners and lanes, perfect for the backyard, the front yard, down the road, driveway lighting, stores, perfect for the farm, waterproof and remote control. Make your surroundings safer. Jamaica has sun all year round, and you will have no problem keeping these lights charged. Did I mention that they are commercial grade and they are remote controlled? You don't have to wait on government to install lights. Some people in some areas have been waiting for decades, literally decades, and they are still in the darkness. These are easy to install. Get in touch with Soninka and they will do the rest for you. And the best part is this: you don't have to pay a monthly light bill. No, this not gonna bother you like a JPS bill, because it's charged by the sun. So take yourself out of the darkness now. Increase your safety now. Get in touch with Soninka Solar and thank me later. Come on, man. Watch there. All the contact information is right there for you. IG, email, phone number, which you can call by WhatsApp, which is free globally. Go on. Get yourself out of the darkness and into the light.